Hi, friends. Welcome to You Can Emerge Positive on this very, very special episode. It is just such a great day. Today is Christmas Eve. It is my favorite day of the year. So I'm so grateful that you are joining me here today. I hope that you've taken a moment to just kind of pause and relax and listen in so that you can kind of fill up your heart like mine is so full today. Fill your heart up before you go into today. And whether you celebrate Christmas or not, you can still make today super special. It is a week. This week is just filled with so much love and so much light. Hanukkah was just a couple nights ago, and here we are on Christmas Eve night. It is so magical and so special. So it's definitely worth a moment to jump in and enjoy it. Because today and this week, frankly, it's all about being present in the moment and enjoying it. So, Christmas Eve, like I said, is my favorite day of the year. And the reason why that is I have two main traditions that have happened basically my entire life. The first one has happened my entire life. My mom and dad have this big Christmas Eve party, and it is a family tradition that has been passed down. It was at my grandparents' before, and now they're the host. And so we have friends over, we have all of our extended family over, and it is a night of food and drink and laughter and games, and we also have presents. I mean, truly, it is so much fun. It is so much fun. And of course, Santa comes as well. So, I mean, what couldn't be better than Santa coming to your house on Christmas Eve? So that has been a highlight of my year since I can remember. And then when I was 16, my circle of girlfriends and I in high school decided that we would meet for lunch on Christmas Eve. It was a time where we really wanted to give to one another, but we had no money. So we thought instead of having to try and buy gifts for one another that we couldn't afford, let's just take ourselves to lunch. And so we went to like TGI Fridays or something like that. And we had the most amazing time. And so we decided to do it the next year and then the next year. And oh my gosh, it has been now over 30 years that we have been meeting for lunch on Christmas Eve. We meet at 11:30. We leave by 1, so it's like an hour and a half that we like pack in as much visiting as we can, and it is magical. And the other thing that is so cool is it's a girls' lunch. So as women, as our circle of girls have had babies, any daughter gets invited to the lunch. So all of the daughters now come with us. And then now some of those daughters have had babies of their own. It is incredible. So we are on generation 3 of this luncheon, and we end up with like, I don't know, around 20 of us all at lunch at this big table. And it's where I kick off every year my Christmas Eve day. And I've got to tell you, just thinking about that, it just brings me so much joy. It's so much like there is nothing like being with a group of women that you love, who love you, who embrace who you are. It doesn't, you don't need to put up any sort of front. You could just show up as you, and they love you no matter what. I cherish that hour and a half every year, and it really does make Christmas Eve so special to me. So if you don't have a holiday tradition, this is something I would highly recommend. Even if it's a coffee, if you have a best friend or a friend that you don't see because you live across the country, but they come in because that's where their family is, that's me. I don't live in my hometown anymore, but I always come home for Christmas. And so it's a great way to just have this anchor that you know that's where you're going to catch up and visit. Because I'll tell you what, even if you only see each other one time a year, it does fill the space. Like it's like no time has taken place at all. We just pick up exactly where we left off. These girls and I, oh my gosh, it makes me so excited just to think that it's happening. So every year, I think one of the big things that comes as a result of these two traditions, is they remind me about how much love is in today. And I think that is truly why I love today so much. It is overflowing with love. And it's up to us to choose that. right? So if you're sitting there, like you're drinking your coffee, or maybe you're wrapping gifts, or you're getting your dinner ready or lunch ready for today, think about that. How can you bring more love into your life? Not just today, but tomorrow and next week, and take it into next year. And there's some things that I really want to just like give some ideas on because it's not hard to do. It's just something that we have to intentionally do, right? Like, okay, the grocery store. We're all in the grocery store right now, right? Today, yesterday, the day before, because there's always food connected to these holidays, which I personally love. So we're in the grocery store, we're buying, we're cooking, and there are long lines. So why not enjoy the people around you when you're standing in line instead of being in your phone? Like chit chat with the person in front or behind you. And if the person behind you has two items and you have a whole boatload of stuff, let them go in front of you. That is such a nice way to share love with a stranger, just to be kind and considerate. It's something that I think, even though this is the time of peace and love and light and all of that, we're in a hurry, right? We're running around, we have deadlines, we have a long to-do list, Santa's list, right? And sometimes we forget to be kind. Do it. Like take the initiative, take the um, decision, choice to be kind and use it in your day to day, no matter where you are. And then, of course, there are the family get-togethers. We've talked about this in previous ones. They're not always easy, right? But if you come in with a mindset of love, it will make the outcome so much better. I promise you, if you come in with a mindset of love, that uncle or aunt or parent or sibling or cousin that you normally don't get along with, they will sense that vibe, that energy of love on you, and it will be a better communication and a better interaction and overall better visit. Promise you. It does start with you. It changes your perception if you choose your mindset of love. You will start seeing, like you'll use it as a filter of how you're seeing people, and that will change the outcome. Try it. It's incredible. It's very magical. And on Christmas Eve, it's kind of perfect to try. So, love is not something that we have to earn. It is already within you, really, right? You just need to step aside so that it can come out. Let the noise down and let it come out and shine. And that goes for all of us. If we went around our day like this, can you imagine what our life would be like? What the world would be like? Think about think about what you can do today that could make a difference. Think about how you can spread more love. I know this can be a really tough time for a lot of people too. I mean, although there's all this joy and glitter and fun and music and laughter, and I do love it. But if you've gone through a divorce or a death of a close one, or a bad health circumstance, this can be a really hard time. And you're missing people, you're missing your family, missing the loved ones that were part of your traditions before. And I remember when I went through this, I said to my family, I wish I could just sleep through Christmas. Sleep through Christmas Eve, my favorite day of the year that I look forward to. I would have preferred to just take a sleeping pill and sleep through it. I didn't do that, but that's what I wanted to do. And I definitely feel your pain if you are going through a loss, but know this. It is something, this is a season and you will walk through it. And I would highly recommend that on this very first year, if this is the first year you're going through the loss or the change in your life, that I would focus on you and your well-being. Don't be guilty about what are your kids going to think or what are your parents going to think or your family. Just focus on what you need. Fill your cup. And that may mean that you're going to go on an airplane somewhere, like to the Bahamas for Christmas, or to Europe, or just somewhere else. Maybe you just need a whole new change of scenery this year so that it's not as tough. And if that's the case, go do it. It is so okay. You do not need to show up for other people when your cup is not full right now and you're in pain and you're really not looking forward to this holiday, go do something else. Seriously, give yourself permission to do that. And even if you're sitting here right now on Christmas Eve, do something different. Even if you can't get on an airplane right now, do something different for yourself and do something that feels good. That should be your only focus if you're going through that today, truly. And I will promise you that time will be your healer. It is crazy how it is. At the time that I was going through my divorce, my very first Christmas, I never thought I was going to get through the pain. It was horrible, but I did. And you will too. So, if you know somebody that is in that circumstance, or you know someone that is alone, invite them to your house. Invite them for dinner. Invite them to share in a drink or a meal and just share the love and the light of this season. You will feel amazing in doing it, and they will feel the love, which is really what this is all about, right? What we are here for is to love one another and to love ourselves. And so that's the other thing I don't want you to forget today is we're giving a lot of gifts and we're focusing on, feeding people, and it's a lot about giving, which is wonderful. But don't forget yourself in that giving. Give the gift of time, of self-care, and of self-love to you because you deserve it as well. And when you do that for yourself, well, then you show up as a better spouse, as a better partner, as a better parent, as a better friend in whatever environment that you're in. So don't forget to take some time today for you and do things. Give yourself a gift over the holiday season. Maybe on the 26th when all the malls are crazy again, maybe go buy yourself something. Give yourself a gift. We deserve it. It's not always about giving out, which is awesome. It is also about filling up your own cup. And no matter what that means, okay? No guilt, just joy. That's what this is all about. Love and joy and peace. So, um, one thing I do want to talk about before I leave is just these ideas of the peace and community and growth and love and sharing that. That is all about what we're doing right now in Beyond by Emerge Positive. We are building this community of women. We have some amazing women that have joined, and we are doing things that are helping them design their next decade and not doing it alone. Sometimes when we get into our midlife years, 45 plus, we start feeling like we're stuck and that our time is already behind us and that, well, whatever's happened is kind of what you have to deal with for the rest of your life. And that is not true. And you don't need to be stuck and you don't need to be alone. You have the opportunity to create your next decade with a group of people that support you and who are like-minded. So if you are interested in joining Beyond, it is available on emergepositive.com. We also have gift certificates available. If you want to gift a month of Beyond membership or 3 months, you can do it to your mom or your sister or a friend, whomever you think could really enjoy and use some extra sparkle in their life. Okay? Offer them that. I can't imagine a better gift, frankly, than something that lasts well beyond the wrapping paper, right? This is an opportunity that you're giving them for growth and for community and for self-development. It's just incredible. And for them taking control over that next decade of their life. I just want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you have a wonderful holiday today and tomorrow. And for those that celebrated Hanukkah, I hope that your holiday was fantastic earlier this week. Merry Christmas to all of you. Happy Hanukkah. Merry everything. May today fill you with joy and love and light. And remember, you can emerge positive.